Hello and welcome to a review of the Mcfarlane Elite Edition Fallout T60 Power Armor. What makes it elite? Let's find out. Side look at the buck, back look of the buck, Elite Edition. Now it doesn't specifically say Fallout 76, but they're using artwork from Fallout 76 and the design is heavily based on 76 and Fallout 4. Inside the box you get a stand that says 76 inside here, and you got a collector's card as well as one of those digital goods things, whatever. In terms of accessories, you get a pair of fists, a pair of gun holding hands, one pointing right hand and one relaxed or open palm left hand. You get a short plasma pistol, alien blaster pistol, laser pistol, T60 pistol, gauze minigun, light machine gun, black diamond sword. Print is okay, but not the paint job. That red's not very good. All of the other weapons have a nice dry brush on it, but the painted colors are a little bit iffy and a little bit off. If you're someone that likes to paint model kits or other figures, you definitely want to go in and pick up some of the colors. As for the color of the figure itself, Jesus, what the hell happened? This is just a base molded color of a lightish blue gray. Why is it like this? This is not a hint of metallic coloring almost anywhere apart from just these few like rivets, maybe? Like, look at this. This is the TV show statue that came from, you can compare the size too. Look, totally two different scales, but still, like, what color is this? This is like such a faded crap color. And they got a random dirt wash all over everything. It's not even applied properly. I mean, look, it's like in patches. So random. I would been less angry if they didn't put a wash on here. And I even have fingerprints on whoever applied this to. I guess if there's a secret factory somewhere, then use this to scan it and go inside. There are some light hints of other colors on the figure, such as this green on the tubing and the greenish light thing there, which is just off. The lens of the eyepiece is not black, it's just dark gray and a very greenish tube for the breathing. There's some white highlights on the armor in different places, a little bit of red there, and the dirt on some of these are slightly different color, not just brown. There are gray bits for the actual moving parts of the body. And what is this? Did this not dry properly or something? Like, what the hell is that? And the back is pretty much void of all kinds of colors, like these tubes there for the backpack and this handle. No colors whatsoever. The power core should have some paint on there. Here he is next to Mathic's Batfleck, Marvel Legends Cyclops, the latest Mcfarlane Sub-Zero, Jada Toys Shaggy, 40k Space Marine, which the scale is totally off, and the latest Figuarts for Yuki. Since the coloring is kind of crap, let's hope the articulation is better. So head rotation, and there is a slight up and down. See that? Ever so slight. But I'll excuse it a little bit for the armorness. But then again, when I think about all the Warhammer figures where they hide a whole plate there for the neck joint, I'm like, why didn't they do it with the Elite Edition? This bit doesn't go up. Like, this is also doesn't articulate it. Shoulder pads are tacked to the top of the torso area where it's on a double ball peg. So they can get out the way a little bit. They can flap like wings. No butterfly joint there, so just rotating peg, clicky joints, I guess, to help because of the size. You can sort of, no, you can't get it full rotation because the armor will just get in the way. Full rotation here, so that's nice. Single elbow joint at a 45 degrees, hand is on a swivel and peg. So that actually moves not bad. It also can forward a little bit. It's a bit wobbly. Rotation here. Go down. And see that? It doesn't. They've got clicky joints all over the place, but not the body. There's a huge gap inside, and yet I can barely articulate this. This sucks. I wonder what I can do. Can I cut off some of the plastic and make it move more? You can actually see molding gaps in there. As well as extra plastic runoffs that they didn't cut. Jesus. You can hinge sideways a little bit. So legs, they can only go so far because of the armor piece. Fine, that's the design of the armor. Paint's already rubbing off. There is a bit... Is there ever so slightly rotating joint here? Leg can go back a little bit, go forward a little bit. Knee is single joint, 45 degrees. They really should add a rotating joint here, seriously. What year is this? Feet goes down, up, it's just a ball joint in there. Toe, no articulation. So if you want to get this power armor in some kind of a dynamic pose, where I guess he's holding one of his rifles in two hands. I mean, technically, you see, you can. Okay. Not great. Oh, and I think this joint's supposed to rotate because this one kind of does, but it's really stiff, so but this one's just stuck in there. Probably because of that garbage wash that they applied. If you have any Mcfarlane figures in the last 5 years or any of the bigger figures, you know exactly what to expect here. This figure has no right calling itself an Elite Series figure. It has no right charging as much as it is, even though I'm in Hong Kong and I managed to get it cheaper than people in the West. It's still really expensive for what it is. Yeah, there are a bunch of more accessories in there, but so do the Warhammer figures and they don't cost as much. Yes, it's slightly bigger, but there are also like some massive figures from the DC line that doesn't cost as much as this. Oh look, you got a stupid digital card and a stupid collector's card, which are complete garbage and junk and are worthless. And you also have those weapons packs where you get like almost 20 different guns for a cheap price. Though they're not unique to the Fallout world, but still, like if you compare plastic to plastic, what right does this figure have to be called Elite or charging what they're charging for? Is this the best Fallout power armor figure out there? Yes, it is, because we haven't had any other ones in this scale. There are some 1/6 scale ones, 12-inch ones, but they're really expensive. I think the die-cast metal made it, or at least have some metal parts in them, and they're highly detailed. They're like hot toys, and you can swap armor parts and stuff. They look really fun, but you know, that's out of the price range of most people. In terms of 6-inch scale, there was the Funko stuff quite a few years ago, and that was like a malnutrition power armor. It was so skinny and the articulation was just really bad. That was crap too. And other than that, we've had some like 5-inch, 4-inch little army man, nothing that's an actual articulated action figure. So by default, yes, this is the best one. If it was cheaper, if it was 20% off, 30% off, or 40% off, it would be quite decent, and I would happily get a few more to paint those different colored armors. And I do suspect that Mcfarlane, which they do love to do, they will release more of these down the line in different colors. But if they painted this poorly now, what kind of color or painting are we going to expect in the future? A flat red for a hot rod power armor? Just random dirty blue one for a full tech armor? They gotta do better than this. This isn't... I mean, I've only seen the pictures of the Lucy figure and it doesn't look like her. The rest of the figure is probably fine. Dog meat's probably fine, but the face is not. But yeah, I was really excited when 1000 Toys did a display for their power armor at this 1/12 scale, but that never came out because 76 bombed when they were licensing it. I wonder if they'll come back to it now that, Fallout's getting popular again. But this is what we have right now, and it's not the worst thing there, but for the price, it's just not justified. I was gonna get the second one with pre-order, but then when I saw more pictures coming out, I only got one. I was just like, nope, I can't justify that kind of money for what we're getting here. NECA's doing better, Jada's doing better, Mcfarlane's, I don't know what kind of license fee they're paying, but this is not great. So yeah, it's a bit of a disappointment. I'll give it one thing though, because of the size of its feet, he can stand on his own quite easily without one of those Mcfarlane stands. So subscribe, share, and comment below, because take care, have a nice day, and don't forget, war never changes.